Hello and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make rice pudding. I had a request to make a video on rice pudding, so here we go. It's really easy to do using simple, everyday ingredients. Let's get started. All right, so I'm going to take a pot, and this is going to be a one pot method. Traditionally, 2 pots were used. I'm just going to do everything in the same pot. It works out fine. So I got a medium-sized pot here, and I'm gonna add 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of rice. This is long grain rice, but you can use medium or short grain rice. Now, this is only gonna make about 2 servings, so if you wanna make a lot more, then just double or triple the recipe. And then I'm gonna add 3/4 cup of water, and I'm gonna add 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Go ahead and give this a stir. Now let's go ahead and take this over to the stovetop and cook the rice. All right, I got our rice going. I have it on medium-high heat, and we want to bring this to a boil. Now, if you want to cook your rice in a separate, like a rice cooker, you can certainly do that. For example, if you have a meal and you want to make some rice for rice pudding and you want to use some extra rice for something else, just go ahead and use that. All right, once we have our water boiling, I'm going to go ahead and turn down the heat to medium-low to let it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes until the rice is soft but not super soft. And I am also going to cover this, and then every once in a while I'm going to come in here and just give it a nice little stir so we don't get it sticking on the bottom. Looks like our rice is there. All the water has absorbed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 cups of milk. You can add whole milk, 2%, 1%. If you use whole milk, it's going to be a little more creamy. If you use 2% or 1%, it'll be less so. And then let's turn the heat up to medium. Then let's add 1/4 cup of sugar. We'll give this a good stir. And then we're going to continue to cook this until the rice and milk all come together, and it's going to have a thicker consistency. It will, once we cool it, it will get a little thicker when we cool it down. Now you can actually stop whatever consistency you want. Remember, it's going to thicken up more when we let it cool. But I could stop right now, and this would be okay. I like it to get just a little bit thicker, so I'm going to let it continue to cook here for a couple more minutes. It's been about 20 minutes total. Now when it gets to this stage where it's fairly thick and it's bubbling a lot, you want to make sure to stir it more frequently than before. Otherwise it may burn on the bottom. And as you notice, I am using a non-stick Teflon pot, which really helps out. But it's not necessary to use this kind of a pot. You can use any pot. So now it's about the consistency that I want it. It's like a thick porridge or more of like a runny oatmeal. Great. So I'm going to turn off the heat here, and we're just going to continue to stir it. And then once the bubbles subside here, I'm going to go ahead and add in 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And also at this point, if you want it a little creamy, you can add like a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. Also, if you want to add raisins, you can add raisins in. You'd probably do that halfway before it's done, just so the raisins get soft. If you want your raisins to be harder, go ahead and put that in, or go ahead and put them in right now. And as you can see, it's a nice consistency here. Let's go ahead and take this over and transfer it over to our serving bowls. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and transfer it to my little dishes here. All right, now at this point, you can eat it warm just like this, but if you want it to be cooled, what you'll do is you'll take some plastic wrap and you'll just cover it loosely with plastic wrap, and you can just put it in the fridge and let it cool. Simple as that. Also, what I like to do is you come in here and take some cinnamon, top it off with some cinnamon. Pretty awesome. All right, our rice pudding is done. It turned out amazing. Really easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions or comments, put them down below. and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down in the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care. Time for me to dive into this. Oh yeah. Mm.